everyone. I'm here with my last video for 75 Hard. I wanted to do this on Tuesday. What is today? Yeah, I wanted to do this on Tuesday, but I've just been very busy with trying to get my classroom ready for the first day of school. And so it's like when I go home, I'm like making excuses. I can't do it during the day, and when I get home in the evening, I'm too tired to do it. So I'm going to multitask and do this video as I go home. So I finished 75 Hard Monday. Monday was my last day. And since then, it's been kind of weird in that, like, every time I eat something that I wasn't eating these past 75 days, can you hear my squeaky brakes? Every time I eat something that I haven't been eating, I'm like, I don't know if I think like something's gonna like fall out of the sky. Like, it's just, I feel weird eating things that I wasn't eating before. I've definitely not done a gallon like I've been doing, and I went to the bathroom. I was like, oh, that is dark. Because I'm just so used to seeing, it a certain shade. I'm still doing some form of physical activity. I'm not doing 90 minutes a day, but I think it was last night, I was like, so you're really not going to do anything? Because I didn't do anything when I woke up in the morning, and then in the evening I was talking to myself like, you're really not going to do anything? Like, okay, I'll do something. So it's just like, it's hard for me to break out of that 75 Hard mentality, and I don't know that I want to. Like, I miss it. As much as I struggled a few days, I do miss it. My husband was like, just keep on going, but I don't know if I can keep on going, but I do, like I said, I miss the structure of 75 Hard. Overall, it has been a really good experience. I think I learned a lot about myself. I think the biggest thing that I learned is to stop making excuses. Like, I'm too busy, or I have to eat this, or I don't have enough time to do this. I feel like after completing this, I can look back at all those times during this. Like, how can you say that you don't have time? Remember that time when you stayed up till 2 o'clock in the morning to get your workout done? Yeah, you can make time for things. Or like when life gets tough, you know what I mean? I can think back to, like, remember that time when you went for a walk in the rain? Yeah, things are tough. Life is hard. So are you, I can look back at those things as like reminders to myself of like the things that I've gone through these past 75 days and what I can do in the future, if that makes sense. I do plan on continuing physical activity. I can't guarantee 90 minutes a day, but I feel like I could get a lot more done, since with 75 Hard, each workout has to be 45 consecutive minutes. And so, like, I could do a little, now that I'm off of it, I could do a little in the morning, or like when my kids go to recess, there's a track, I could walk the track. So it's like, I can still get maybe 45 done, but I can space it out throughout the day, which is nice. I do not see myself drinking a gallon of water every day. I do have my big Yeti. Before this, I had my big Yeti, so I was doing like half a gallon. A half gallon was my minimum a day, but I do not see myself drinking a gallon of water every day. Reading, of course, I love reading, so I will keep that up, but I will have the freedom to not only read personal development. Oh, it's reading. I will have the freedom to not only read personal development books, What else? Oh, the diet. So let me tell you about this diet. My initial plan was like, okay, I've done this for 75 days. I'm going to use these next few weeks as like reintroduction to see what works for my body and what doesn't. And then the next thing I knew, I had a cupcake in my hand, and I was like, well, I gotta eat this cupcake. didn't have to eat it. I chose to eat the cupcake. So that whole reintroduction thing has kind of gone out the window. I am not gonna go crazy with this. I wanted to. There were so many days during these past 75 days where I was like, man, as soon as I'm done, I'm gonna wake up at midnight and I'm gonna just stuff my face. But I didn't. Obviously, I didn't do that. So, like, even with me eating the cupcake, I think I ate rice the first day after. I was just nervous about, because, you know, I got like intestinal stuff. So I was worried that like me eating things that I wasn't eating before was gonna like mess with me in that way. So I am very cautious about what I eat. I feel like moving forward, I will do maybe some sort of like 80-20 thing instead of like a all or nothing. You can never eat these things ever again. I will just be more mindful of eating those things that I wasn't eating before in moderation. Why are we breaking? Progress picture, I have no plans to do that. Even like as I was doing this, people were like, have you lost any weight? Have you noticed like things? I wasn't really like, it's not that I don't care, but like I would rather measure progress in other ways as opposed to the scale. It has been a lot easier for me to lose my wedding ring, which is kind of scary. I lost it once during the 75 hard, so I don't know what's going on there. I feel like this is something I want to do again. I know it sounds crazy. Like, even with like marathon training, I despise marathon training, especially for Disney, because it starts in the summer. So as I was doing marathon training, I'm like, man, I will never do this again. After I did the marathon, I'm like, I'll never do this again. And then I signed up. I did dopey training, and I was miserable throughout that. I did dopey, and I was like, man, I'm one and done, never doing it again. But now that I'm not doing anything for next year, I'm feeling kind of sad. It's like, yeah, I complain throughout it, but like, I still like it. So I'm trying to think of like, what would be the best season to do 75 hard? Not summer, because you got to be outside in the heat. Not winter, because you got to be outside in the cold. Not spring, because of pollen. I think fall, but like, that is way too early for me. That's like a really fast. But then with fall, you got to think about like Thanksgiving and Christmas. I feel like there's always a reason to not do something. You know what I mean? Oh, it stopped raining. There's always a reason to not do something. So it's just a matter of like, what are you willing to put up with? I would do this again. I just gotta, I don't know. What is going on over here? I don't know. I do want to do it again. I just don't know when that would happen. So yeah, overall, I enjoyed it. Like I said, I would do it again because I am insane. And yeah. All right. So bye until I do something else insane.